Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Nahmaduhu wa nasta'inuhu wa nastaghfiruh. Wa na'udzu billahi min shururi anfusina wa min sayyiati a'malina. Man yahdihillahu fala mudilla lahu wa man yudlilhu fala hadiya lahu. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la syarika lah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim wa barik ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama barakta ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim fil alamin innaka Hamidum Majid. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli, amma ba'd. All praises be to Allah. We praise Him. We ask for His help. We ask for His forgiveness. We seek refuge with Allah from the weakness of ourselves and the badness of our deeds. Whoever been given by Allah guidance, being guided by Allah, nobody can misguide him. And whoever been misguided by Allah, and nobody can be a guide for him. I bear witness there's no God to worship as Allah, and Muhammad is His servant and His messenger. Oh Allah, give good prayer towards the Prophet SAW, as you have been given to Abraham. And oh Allah, give blessing upon the Prophet Muhammad SAW and his family, as you have given to Abraham and his family. Our topic today, inshallah, continuing from last time we met. Actually, we took last week about the importance of remembering death and meeting Allah Azza wa Jalla, to purify your soul. That is one of the things that you have to have in yourself, to remember about the death, because death is actually things that you cannot run away from it. So anybody want to have purified soul, his soul being purified, he must remember about the meeting with Allah. That, and it will help him to make sure that he is actually doing having the right cause about purifying his soul, because the motivation for purifying yourself is actually have to come from something, and remembering death and knowing that you are actually going to meet Allah, your Creator, and you'll be asked about all the things that you have done in this world, which surely will make you be careful with what you say, what you eat, what you do, what you think, and what you where do you go, what do you hold. All of it is actually because of you remember death. So remembering death actually, like we said, is one of the things that will help us in purifying our soul. Okay, today inshallah we will go to the eighth rules. The 8 rules. It say here, in kanu fuqara fa inna fi suhbatihim min al-fawaidi ma la yuhsa. He said here, Abderrazzaaq As-Sa'di is the author of Tafsir Rahman, one of the way of the tafsir in Quran, by the whole meaning of the ayah of the surah of the Quran. One of the simplest way to understand the Quran. If you can get Tafsir As-Sa'di, you have to get it, because it is one of the best the compilation of the meaning of the Quran, but the way is actually just to simplify the meaning towards whoever reading the tafsir. So he said, when explaining the ayah Al-Kahfi number 28, he said here, in that ayat, the command to be friend with the eminent, mean good people, distinguished people, you actually being told to be friend with them. Struggle the soul to be friend with them. You have to struggle your soul to always be friend with the eminent people. But the eminent people doesn't mean that high class people have their all wealth they have, but actually the eminent people, those who actually distinguished or actually known to be good in character, good in the deed, the akhlaq, the manners. Those what we meant by distinguished people or eminent, not eminent by the standard of worldly standard, but it's actually by standard of the religion. So in this ayah, this is command to be friend with the eminent, struggle the soul to be friend with them, mingling with them, even if they are poor. Even though those people, good people, but they are poor. They are not wealthy. You sit with them, you don't have any entertainment, no food, no drinks. You want to stay with them. You don't have anything to be enjoy about. But those people actually they know about their God better than those who actually being given everything in this world. That's why he said here, because in being friend with them, there are benefits that could not be counted. Too many benefit. Some of it, if you can say, because those people will make you remember Allah more, and to make you realize. Yesterday, I think one of our friend, they share with us a YouTube video about social experiment. Social experiment in these days being done so many times. Some of it good, some of it bad. But it's the way that they did this just yesterday that I watched is actually concerning a challenge for a fasting person to break their fast, and they will get an iPhone 12. But when they try to the people, they see the face as Arabs, Muslim. You are Muslim and Muslim. You are fasting, yes, fasting. So the girl came to them and said that if I this iPhone, I will give the iPhone to you, and if you do the task within 10 minutes from now, I will give you the iPhone. What is the task? Break your fast. Drink from this water. So actually, all of them, those Muslims who are actually fasting, they don't want to break their fast. Even though one of them, actually, I saw on their neck, they are a man wearing a necklace. Normally, because Muslim men don't wear necklace. That's not our adornment. It's not we don't beautify ourselves by wearing things that is really for women. But rappers, or actually in these times, some of our young generation today, men is actually wearing something on their neck. We know that in the paradise there are endowment will be given to the those who enter the heaven, like a bracelet, like necklace, but not in this world. Because in this world we know that our way of beautifying ourselves is not like that for a man. For woman is common. But what I saw in that video, after they propose the iPhone for those people, then suddenly a guy, he is actually with the woman, with the girl, wearing thawb, Arabic thawb, and have something on his head, and the woman said, the girl said, are you a Muslim? Oh yes, I'm Muslim. But they actually acting like that doesn't know. So suddenly those the guy, I say the one with rope and everything, he want to take the challenge because he said iPhone, let's break one day for a fast broken, you got an iPhone. So actually I can fast another day. But miraculously, all the people in that video, I see three segment, all the people stop the guy from breaking the fast. They don't let him break his fast. They took the water and throw it away, even though the guy is actually just actually acting. They don't really know about that. But those people doesn't want this guy to break his fast. That is what you say about some of the benefit. Some people is not rich, doesn't have many wealth, but they have what you say love towards others, doesn't want the others to break the law of God. Just because of that, they took away in the end, all of them got the iPhone, because it's just a test. So the man and the girl is actually testing people to see how they react if a person saying they are Muslim want to break their fast for iPhone. What will happen? So in be friend with somebody, this should be benefit. Why you be friend with a person? Why you take that person as your associate, as your chum, as your brother, in everything that you do? Why do you choose that guy? You should have something to do about your manners. If the guy you be friend with him, because he will correct your manners. If you're wrong, they will write it, make it right. That is the benefit, the original benefit of making friend with others. Not just to take things from them, but actually to make sure that they guide you to the good path. Okay, he said here, the Prophet ﷺ said, Qala Nabi ﷺ, Ar-rajulu ala dini khalilihi, falyanzur ahadukum man yukhalil. A man, the Prophet said, is on the religion of his close friend. Is on the religion of his close friend. So, the Prophet said, so a person among you must consider who he be close friend with. Who is the person that you get to be your best friend or good friend? Because it's actually, the Prophet said, a man is on the religion of his bending the law of God, or doing something is haram. Like I said about the social experiment, those people is actually not the friend with the tester. They are not friend. But when the guy want to drink the water, all those people actually stopping him. He said, "Do you want to go to hell?" Because the person, the last one, actually he gave advice, good advice, because he said that human have two things, two choices in this world. Sometimes it can be that the only wrong doing that he did make him go to the hell, or the only one good thing that he did can make him go to paradise. It's actually maybe one. You cannot say that it's only one. I have another day to fast. Not for me actually. That's the word that is not supposed to happen. Because like the Prophet ﷺ say, "Al-mar'u ala dini khalilihi." A person or a man is on the religion of his close friend. So you must consider who you be close friend with. He said here. So qala Abu Sulaiman Al-Khattabi, rahimahullah, qauluhu sallallahu alaihi wasallam, al-mar'u ala dini khalilihi, ma'nahu la tukhalil illa man radita dinahu wa amanatahu, fa innaka idha khalaltahu qadaka ila dinihi wa madhhabihi, wala tugharrir bidinika, wala tukhatir binafsika fatukhalil man laysa mardiyan fi dinihi wa madhhabihi. He said here, qala Abu Sulaiman Al-Khattabi, he said here that he's saying, it's the Prophet saying, a man is on the religion of his close friend, meaning don't you be close friend except whom you please with his religion and his honesty. When you want to take somebody to be your friend, not because of the jokes, not because of the thing he gave you, but how many many of the manners and good behavior that he have, because that's a characteristic that you have to choose in a friend. What is his manner? How is he with his family, his parent? Because when I was before, when have few friends, some of my friends, their influence is actually not really good, because some of them talking about when we talk about if our parent told us to go out the house, because the parent being mad at the children, at the child, at the son. Maybe after the son already reached 19 years old, so when the parent get mad, some of the teenagers, they run away from the house. So when the discussion happened, I said that my father was a harsh man. He very strict. Was a policeman. He did told a few of my brothers to get out of the house, because one is smoking, the one is doing something. So he said, get out of the house, because there's a word in Malay about saying that we say the way of the Malay thinking about love. He said, kasih ibu sepanjang masa. The love of the mother is always, forever and ever. Even if the son or the daughter is so corrupted, the mother will still love the child, the son or daughter. Kasih saudara masa berada, and the love of the relative is when you are actually in wealth. You have all the influence, they will be always around you. Kasih saudara, kasih bapa mendengar kata, and the love of father is actually when you are listening to his command. You don't want to listen, you get out of the house. Something like that. They actually so harsh. But when we talk about it among our friends, So when a friend said that, if I being told by my father, get out of the house, I will gladly get out of the house, because that's the way being our friend being brought out. It's actually influencing the way he think. But when you sit with this type of guy, normally maybe you know that your father is actually angry with you, but when he say get out from the house, he doesn't mean what he said. That is only the angry talking, angry feeling is talking at that time. So if you come back and you ask for forgiveness, normally the father will say it's okay. But if you get a friend that will say to you that if I go away, the influence is actually so devastating. The family will crumble. The son will run away because his friend said, if I go away, if I don't know how to survive, I will go to this place. I will become this. I will do that. That's a different. That's the what I say trickiness of when you take wrong friend. When you be friend with a wrong person, the influence of that person will come to you. Like we said here, yeah. He said that the Prophet, when the Prophet said a man is on the religion of his close friend, meaning don't you be close friend except whom you please with his religion and his honesty. Mean that a person taking care of his prayer, covering his aurah, for women, for our sisters also have to think about it. Maybe some people will say that if we only be friend with good people, then how the bad people or the not very good people will get the guidance? The guidance is actually not upon us. You can always give the guidance without mingling with them, staying with them, talking with them in long terms, making them your good friend. You can always give guidance without going through to mingle with them, stay with them in the pub, because you want to take them out from the scene. It is not that like that. It's not ever like that. Because the danger that you are having when you sit with them is actually more risky. You want to save people. Some people say that we better to be we can be as a candlelight. You know, when you light up the candle, the wax will burn away, and after sometimes the candle will shut off. Means that burn yourself to enlighten others. This is not from the teaching of Islam. This is not from teaching of Islam, because the Prophet doesn't want us to be like that, because you don't sacrifice yourself like that, because it's not among things that the Prophet told you to do. You can always not to do it, but when you want to do it, you want to say that I want to do that, I don't care, and even though I go to the hell, people will be safe. That is not the teaching of Islam, because that Allah Ta'ala said in the Quran in Surah Al-Tahrim, verse number 6, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, oh people that who believe, Qu anfusakum wa ahlikum nara, protect yourself and protect your family from the hellfire. It means that they doesn't say that protect your family, sacrifice yourself, don't ever care about where you will go, but just as long as your family is safe, it's good. No, not ever being said like that. But being said is actually protect yourself and protect your family. Both of them, both being commanded by Allah, not like being understood by certain people. Means that if you sacrifice yourself, you are actually a noble person. A noble person. Actually, sacrifice your money. Yeah, we know about that. Even though Allah Ta'ala He Himself said about contribution and giving donation. Allah Ta'ala said, "Wala taj'al yadaka maghlulatan ila unukika." Don't make your hand actually tied to yourself. Actually, when you do something like that, it's symbolic about being. It says they could. What we can say, not stingy. stingy, very good, doesn't want to give anything to others. Selfish, selfish means that wala taj'al yadaka maghlulatan ila unukika. Don't make your hand big tight to your neck. Don't want to give anything. You holding everything. Wala tabassudha kullal bast. Don't open it openly like that. Fatakuda malum mahsura. Then you will sit down feeling ashamed and actually and feeling lost, because if you give away without any limitation, then you will become poor and you will start asking others. But the thing is actually being said as a middle, like also being said in the Surah Al-Baqarah, yas'alunaka madha yunfikun, they ask you, oh Prophet of Allah, what should they give as a donation? So Allah Ta'ala tell us to answer, kulil af, say that the things that you should donate or give away is actually af, whatever exceed your need. Your need actually whatever you need, the exceed whatever more than what you need, that is the thing that you consider about giving away. So Islam doesn't ever say to you that burn yourself, you are a good person, you don't care about you going to hell, as long as the other people actually go to the paradise. No such thing. That's why he said here, when you want to be friend with somebody, look at his religion and his honesty. Is he an honest person? Do he always take care about what he said? When he said to you that we'll meet at 10 o'clock, did he kept all his promises or not? That's the way you want to see about the honesty and his religion. Because you will surely, when you be close friend with him, he will drive you into his religion and his thought. The way he thought, like I said about the friend, and when I said I give a story about a father who want to banish his son, but he banished from the front door. The son will come back from the back door. The mother will open the gate for the son. So in the end, even if the son is still there, the father doesn't call the police. He just let go, something like that, until the Eid, once a year or twice a year, people will start asking for forgiveness one another. The son will take that opportunity to ask forgiveness from his father. That's the way, because whatever happened, your father is still your father, your mother is still your mother. They will not banish you. That is the reality. But like I said, if the influence from a friend, like I said, he said that if I being told to get out from the house, I will go out. I don't care. That is actually that attitude is not supposed to be picked up as our daily life or our way. Because the thing is actually not appropriate for us to be something like that, to become harsh or to become soft. It must have the religion as the guide, the religion, the manners as the guide, not just what you think you want to do. I want to do this, I want to do that. No, that's not the way. Because whenever you be friend with somebody, he will drive you to his thought. Whatever he think, that he will give you to. Do like this, do like that. Don't risk your religion. Actually, you should not risk your religion, and don't endanger yourself. So you be close friend with who is not agreed in his religion and his thought. You don't care. He is actually the activist for LGBT. He doesn't care whether he pray or not. That is one of the biggest thing. To stay with a person who is not praying, not pray to Allah, doesn't do the khamsah salawat 5 times a day prayer, they did do it. So you want to be friend with them. Why? Because normally those people, when they did something like that, actually they have a set of a mindset in their head about what they understand about Quran, about the Prophet, about the religion. They have a new understanding. So we have to stop that understanding from coming to us. So how can we stop it if we mingling with those people every day? Today meeting them, stay after lunch, talking to each other, continuing conversation. How can we stop that to make sure that he will not talk about something that not supposed to be talked? How? Unless you want to be far away from him, go far away from him. But this is actually what will become controversial, because people will say that when we do something like that, you think that you are better than others. Actually, it's not that. That is not the intention. The intention about when you do that, the intention is actually to make sure that you are safe from the influence. Not saying that you are better than others, because you say that I am weak. I know that I cannot, fight my desire. So if I stay with the person that like that, their characters, it will become my character also. We don't want that. We don't want that. That's the only thing. Not because we are better, but because we are afraid. You're afraid that we will become like that. That's the way. That's what should be thought about. Okay. Because of this, say here, لذلك ولهذا يقول ابن مسعود رضي الله عنه يعتبر الناس بأخدانهم فإن المرأة لا يخادن إلا من يعجبه. He said here, because of that, because of this, Ibn Mas'ud radhiyallahu anhu said, consider people by their intimate partner. And you want to consider people, you want to know what these people, what about him. You have to know. You actually you have to see their close friend. Who are their close friend? Because that is actually the mirror to know. Because he said here, consider people by their intimate partner, because a person would not take an intimate partner will not be intimate partner or associate or friend or chum with anybody except whoever he pleased by. Means that if you like that guy, that attitude, the enjoyment, the jokes, you like him, you will make him your good friend. You always talk with him, go out with him, which is not supposed to be like that, because you have to consider about do not endangering your soul and your manners to become like his. You don't say that he's bad, but you say that I am afraid that I will follow you. That's really the simplest way to see, because happened before. There's a parent. This is what I seen happen. A parent, they have a son. At that time, the son is actually 16 years old, boy. So the boy is actually mingling with some of his friends, and one day suddenly the father of his friend came to the house and actually saying that the son, which means that the son of the uncle is actually giving bad influence. Actually the opposite, because this guy, this boy, the 16 years old, is actually being influenced by the other guy. But their parent came to the house and telling this boy parent, the A parent, that the B is actually being influenced by the A, even though smoking cigarette, doing many things, actually being taught by this one, the B, but the A is being blamed. So when the A being blamed by the parent, so the parent is actually quite, you see, when people talk about their son not good and everything, he doesn't fight back. He doesn't fight back. He said, inshallah, I will make it better. But actually, he know that his son is not doing that. Well, ala kulli hal, what happened here, when the son being stopped from be friend with that boy or other boy, he said that I didn't be friend with you anymore, not because you are bad, but because I cannot control myself. Actually, that's the way, the soft way to say that you are not good. Allahu Alam. But it's a controversial. Like I said, it's controversial. But this is what will help you to make sure that your friend doesn't corrupt you, or you don't being influenced by your friend, your good friend, because making sure your friend is not giving bad example to you is actually really important, because you want to make sure that your heart, your soul is really on the right path. But having not good friend will take you away. Okay, he said because a person will not intimate except whoever he pleased by. I mean, he like that type of person, he will be that person's good friend. That's the way. You cannot be a friend with somebody that you don't click. You don't have a feeling to stay with him. He said here, the author said, Qala an-Nabiy sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Mathalul jalisi salihi was-su'i kama kahamilil miski wa nafikhil kir. Fahamilul miski imma an yuhdiyaka wa imma an tabta'a minhu wa imma an tajida minhu rihan tayyibatan wa nafikhul kiri imma an yuhriqa thiyabaka wa imma an tajida rihan khabithatan. He said here, the Prophet ﷺ said, the examples or the parable of a good associate, a good comrade, a good chum, a good friend, and a bad one, is like the bearer of the musk. A musk, musk? Perfume. Actually, musk, M-U-S-K, musk. Actually, the musk being taken out actually from a deer. Actually being called musk deer. In Himalaya, there are species of deer that near their what you say, when they pee, the deer pee, near to the way of the pee is actually there's a sac. That sac is actually called kasturi or musk. A little of it will mix with the urine of the deer, and it's actually very fragrant. So people did know about that. It's actually because the deer it pee, pee, or other thing. What can you say? Pee. It's pee, is it? Urine. It's actually fragrance. So from that, people is actually hunting that type of deer. It's called musk deer, because the gland near the exit of the urine is actually have a gland. That gland have something like natural fragrance. If you got one of it and you know how to use it, you can make a swimming pool of you say fragrance, or fragrance, a pool. A little of that, we make a pool of perfume. So the Prophet said, whoever you taking a friend to be close friend with a good friend or a bad friend, is actually like being friend with the bearer of musk, a person that carry within, or the seller of the perfume, bearer of the musk the perfume. So we befriend with him. Or the bad one is actually like you befriend with a blower of a bellow. How can I tell you? Do you know when you go to the blacksmith doing the iron work? So the old time, when they want to make the fire become more intense, they will use a bellow. A bellow is actually something like a fan with a nozzle in front of it. So they will push it to make sure that the wind is actually coming to the fire and making more heat. So that is a bellow. So the person who holding that is called the blower of the bellow. So the Prophet said, the parable of a good associate or the good friend or chum, and the bad one is like the bearer of a musk, the fragrance, or the blower of the bellow. The bearer of the musk is either will give it to you. Actually, when you be friend with somebody who have perfume, actually will give you from time to time. Maybe one day he will say that, take it, I give you as a present. You may get the mask from him, or you will get it from him, or you will buy it from him because you be friend with him. You will buy the perfume from him, or you will get from him a good smell. It's three things. When you actually be friend, making a friend with a person who is good, it's like making a friend with the seller of the perfume or the bearer of the mask. So either you will get it for free, or you buy from him, or you will get the good smell because you are sitting with them all the time. So the smell will come to you. So you go away, the smell is still with you. Okay. And he said here that the blower of the bellow is a parable for the bad associate, bad friend, wrong companion. The blower of the bellow is either will burn your clothes when they are doing that. So the fire from the coal or the iron will come up, and maybe it will cause you to burn your clothes, or you will get from him a bad smell because the smoke, the smell of the smoke will come to you. It's not a pleasant smell. It's not a pleasant smell. So when you be friend with somebody who is not good, you actually endangering yourself to either burn your clothes or get a bad smell. But if you take a good friend, a good companion, a good associate, you actually either one of three. You can get from him for free, or you can buy from him the perfume, or you can or you will get the good smell because you are staying with them with the bearer of the mask. Some of the smell will come to you, and you came out there with people say, you are actually so fragrant, smell good, because you are staying with the bearer of the mask. That's the thing. He said here, Qala al-Qadi Iyad said, rahimahullah, fi syarhi lahadal hadith, fihi tajannubu khulata'i su'i wa majalisatil ashrar. Fihi tajannubu khulata'i su'i wa majalisatil ashrar wa ahlul bid'ah wal muqtabina linnas li'anna jami'a haula'i yanfudhu atharuhum ila jalisihi wal haddu an ala mujalasati ahli al-khairi. And also in it there's haddu ala mujalasati ahli al-khairi wa talaqqi al-ilmi wal adab wa husnil hadi wal akhlaq al-hamidata. Husnul huda wal akhlaq al-hamidata. He said here, Qadi Iyad is actually one of the person who make the explanatory or explanation of the Sahih Muslim. He said here, Qadi Iyad said, in his explanation of this hadith, in this hadith, to avoid bad charm, or bad companion, bad friend, and sitting with the wicked guys. So, this is supposed to be done. The people of innovation in religion, the ahli bidah, and the backbiter of others. This some of being said here, wicked guy, people who innovate innovation, and we do innovation in the religion or bid'ah, the things that didn't be told by the Prophet, and manners and good guidance and praise behavior. Okay, it says that the backbite not to avoid bad charm, bad companion, sitting with the wicked guys, people of the innovation of the religion, and the backbiters of other. Because why? Because all of them, all those people when we mentioned just now, their marks is penetrating to their associate. What is their talking? So it will actually arrive to his associate. Everybody who can make companion or associate with him will see will see about that. Okay. Also inside the hadith is to urge sitting with people of goodness, absorbing knowledge and manners, good guidance and praise behavior. All of it is actually things that you get when you actually staying or do be close with those people who actually are doing good. Choose good people to be your good friend. That's what the Prophet ﷺ said in one of his hadith. He said that la tusahib illa mu'min wa la ya'kul ta'amaka illa taqi. That is actually the hadith from Sahih Muslim. La tusahib illa mu'min. Don't you be a close friend, a close companion, except with the believers, the one who believe. Wa la ya'kul ta'amaka illa taqi, and don't eat, don't let being eaten your food, don't let to eat your food except whoever is actually pious. Illa taqi, wala yakul ta'amaka illa taqi. So some people will say that what is this hadith? It's wrong. We giving away, we doesn't care whoever got it, got the donation, because people in needs. You're not supposed to impose morality upon them. This is wrong. Actually, at this time, these difficult times, having being correct, your manners, your behavior, it is the best time. It is the best time, because Allah Ta'ala will always remember you if you remember Him in difficulties and in goodness. But if you are just looking to remember Allah Ta'ala in your difficulties, difficult time, that is wrong, really wrong. So then he said here, فَعَلَى الْعَبْدِ تَخَيَّرُوا جُلَسَاءِ الَّذِينَ يُعِينُونَهُ عَلَى الْخَيْرِ فَإِنَّهُ مِنْ أَعْظَمِ أَسْبَابِ تَزْكِيَةِ نَفْسِهِ وَصَلَاحِهَا وَأَنْ يَحْذَرَ خُلَطَاءَ الشَّرِّ وَجُلَسَاءَ الْفَسَادِ فَإِنَّهُمْ أَخْطَرُ عَلَيْهِ مِنَ الْجَرَبِ. So then, because of that, it is upon the servant to choose associate or comrades or friend that will help him for goodness. You don't be mad with your friend when they told you you are wrong. This is not the right one. You don't ever take that understanding that when they try to correct you, they actually doesn't respect you. No, you don't ever think like something like that. You must know that it is from the teaching of Islam that to make sure that your friend will stop you from doing bad things, because when a person is actually doing that, he is actually doing what the Prophet ﷺ said, man ra'a minkum munkaran falyughayyirhu biyadihi. whoever see among you all any munkar, falyughayyirhu biyadihi, he must change it with his hand. Fa in lam yastati', if cannot, then fa bi lisanihi, fa in lam yastati' fa bi qalbihi, if cannot, then by his heart. Wa dhalika, and by heart is actually adhaful iman, is the weakest iman. There's still iman, but the weakest iman. Okay, he said here, because the servant have to choose associate that will help him for goodness, because they are among the greatest cause for soul purification and its piety. Because the soul will get more encouragement to do good things. Have a friend that will ask you, come, let's go to the class. Come, I take you to the class. So this is actually one thing that Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala will give to any person that He want. This is the thing that you cannot force. You cannot make people to like you and be friend with you, because Allah Ta'ala is the one that making the feeling of two person or more to become one. They want to love each other is because Allah Ta'ala make them, not because they want it and it happened. You want a good friend, then you have to ask Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. That's why when we recite, we learn about the hadith. We learn about the hadith of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Some of it, like in Sahih Muslim, we recite about that when the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam teach about that, about the importance of to be friend with whom. So a person who is not from Medina, he said that he asked Allah. He came to Mecca, and he asked Allah to prepare for him a good associate, a good friend, so that he can ask and he can learn from the person. And it happened that the person that he being sitting after he entered the mosque or into Mecca is actually the one that he met is Abu Hurairah radhiyallahu anhu. So Ahmad. So that's when we say about that, it become a tradition among the companion of the Prophet ﷺ and also the Tabi'in. They want to go somewhere, want to go to any part of the region. They will always ask Allah Ta'ala to make sure that to give them a good companion, a good associate at the place, the place or at any places that they want to go, so that they get advice from the friend, the good associate, and they can be better with their life. So they ask for to get a good friend, to make sure that when he go there, there's a good friend waiting for him. That what happened with Abu Hurairah anhu when being asked by the Tabi'in about things he heard from the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So because he asked from Allah to give him a good companion, a good friend when he came to Makkah. Allah, Alhamdulillah, happened to the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Companion is beside him, and he said that here It's more upon the servant to choose associate that will help him for goodness, because they are among the greatest cause for the soul purification and its piety. And he must be aware of bad charms, bad companion, corrupt associate, because they are more hazardous to him, than scabies. You know scabies? Corrupt. You know, itching in the people in their skin. So sitting with the people with that illness is actually less problematic than sitting with person that is actually not good, because the not good person will have influence upon you, and actually will corrupt your soul. That's the thing. You don't ever endanger your soul to something like that. Don't risk, because you don't ever say that I can control myself. Like one of my friend before, when I see him start to smoke cigarette, he said to me that I can stop whenever I want. And now actually almost 30 years past, he doesn't stop. It's actually because of friend. The friend is really giving him that type of influence, because normally no people no ever teenagers known to being smoking because of the father is teaching them. No, normally the one who teach them is actually their friend about sexuality. So actually it's a bad influence. Maybe like I said, some people will say that you will be wrong to teach people to choose good companion only. They should be friend with anybody. Actually, if you already have the perseverance to do something like that, Allah Ta'ala give you the strength, yes, you can be friend with anybody. But to always be with that person is not the right way. That person must come to you. The bad person, the not good person, must come to you to better yourself, not you going to them. You have to have the environment to change the way he think, the way he talk, and the way he solve problem. Because they actually, if they are still like that, they are hazardous to you, endangering you more than whatever illness can be put upon the skin. Wallahil hamd. We finished that. So like always, we will see whether we have any question. Alhamdulillah. Okay, no question for today. Wallahil hamd. So ala kulli hal, make sure that we are now already in the 9th of Ramadan. We are actually going to end our first third of the Ramadan. Before actually they are Alhamdulillah, this year and this recent year, we didn't hear many of the not sound hadith, not sahih hadith being spread around. Because before in my time, or before 10 years before, actually the hadith about the not sound hadith or fabricated hadith about Ramadan and the goodness of Ramadan being spread around, like the reward for every night, every night you pray Tarawih, you got this, you got this, you got this. Everything is actually not true. Because the truth is actually what the Prophet said, man qama Ramadan, whoever do qiyam Ramadan, iman wa ihtisaban, because of belief on Allah and hoping reward from Allah, ghufira lahu ma taqaddama min dhanbihi, he'll be forgiven from any sin before that. So the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said about the goodness, but the sahih one is not like the one is actually not sahih. Also happened, they said that before the 10 first of the Ramadan is actually for maghfirah. The second 10 is actually for rahmah, and for the last 10 is actually for the being released from the hellfire. Actually, if we read the hadith from the Prophet SAW, the release from the hellfire is not by your doa, but it's by your amal, and actually happening every night, not every second. Like one of video we did saw a person saying every second. It's actually every night. Every night Allah Ta'ala have people that being released from the hell. We don't know who. So we know that that hadith is not sahih, but the hadith, the sahih one doesn't have what the not hadith, the sahih one. So actually when we are entering now, we are still entering the all of it is actually rahmat, all of it is actually forgiveness, all of it is actually the release from the hellfire, all Ramadan. So make sure you have 20 more days, inshallah. You actually going through. So make sure that you actually prepared for everything, and doing filling up your time with the correct things, so that you will not like being said, regret that you didn't remember Allah, don't pray to Him, don't ask from Him in the end of your life. You will regret, because like the Prophet SAW said, nobody actually sitting in a ceremony that being that is not this Allah is not remembered inside it, except they came out from like having the carcass of the donkey. Meaning you cannot eat the donkey. The donkey is actually already become bad in smell. But that is how, when you didn't make your doa, and you didn't remember Allah Ta'ala inside your sitting, when you sit in a seat, in a place, you didn't remember Allah Ta'ala, you will regret. The Prophet said, every second that a person doesn't remember Allah Ta'ala in it, he will regret it in the hereafter. So this Ramadan, do every good deeds, do every goodness, and don't ever start to count to do something good. Just do it, and inshallah may Allah Ta'ala give us all the goodness, inshallah. Wallahu a'lam. Wa sallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammad wa sallam. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.